The sun is coming up on your finances. The sun is coming up on your finances. I live over by Acadia Park in Maine, outside of Bar Harbor, Maine. And the sun comes up over the United States. The first place it hits is Cadillac Mountain in Acadia Park in Maine. I'm declaring to you that the sun is coming up on your finances and that you will not suffer the financial doom that looks inevitable. They are saying Bar Harbor is set to lose billions of dollars. I say that's not going to happen. I think we will do a lot of recovery this summer, but it will be short, less than what it was. Normally, Acadia Park is the number one destination in the whole United States, and the roads are impossible to get through. You just have to be really patient and have air conditioning to get down there. This year it's not that way at all. I still think they will recover to some degree, but we're going to help. We're going to help each other. I have been given a strategy to share with everybody that is going to guarantee that no matter what the rest of the country goes through, no matter what anybody else is suffering, you will recover your finances. And that is, so this is a strategy, and it has two parts. The first part is that we are all to become, from this day forward, givers, radical givers. At the very least, to give 10% of our income. And in this case, we're going to give it into each community. As I make different videos, it will be invested in each community for what is needed. So when I first was going to make this video, I was going to present it to the homeless people, and of course a homeless person would say, well, lady, I don't have any money to give. I don't have 10%. What's 10% of zero? I have nothing to give. But a person who is homeless, a person who is penniless, sometimes they have the option of going to Panhandle. So the second part of the strategy is that not only will a homeless person or a penniless person go to Panhandle so that they have something to give, but everybody will go to give. This will be a Panhandler weekend where anybody and everybody can be a panhandler. And individuals can be there panhandling for the money that they need. And if they do, then we're asking that they give 10% of whatever they get. If there are large groups that are out there panhandling, which they may, if there's a club, if there's a church, some other organization, even some other business, a grocery store, whatever, they're out there panhandling as well. Whatever money they gather, we're asking that they give all of that, because it's going right into that community. So the first Panhandler weekend we have is going to be in Bar Harbor. I expect the second one will be in Bangor, and then I'm looking at other large towns like Rockland, Bridgeton, where they've been having a hard time. I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on it. So this money, if you have any questions, you can send questions. You can email me at panhandlerweekend beauty for ashes. Now the word for is actually the number 4. So it's panhandlerweekend beauty for ashes @gmail.com. So you can send in your very imaginative sign if you were going to be panhandling, because we're going to start out virtually. There's always going to be a virtual component, because it's not very wise right now to be out on the streets unless you have somebody else with you, and we leave that up to you. But right now we are starting the first weekend. This is 4th of July weekend coming up, and this is the formal announcement of Panhandler weekend. Is beginning in Bar Harbor, Maine. 4th of July, 2020. So you can, but we're going to do it virtually to start, and so panhandlers have cardboard signs that are worded in such a way that you will take pity on them and give them some money. There's all different kinds of strategies the panhandlers use, and you might want to do some research to see what's most effective. Some of them make quite a bit of money. But anyway, send in your panhandler, your picture, and your sign of what you would be panhandling on the street for. And one day, very soon, you could very well have that sign and be standing on the street with a bunch of us. We're not going to do this on individual people doing that. But again, let's see. Also, as money comes in, because it's virtual right now, we're going to be sending the money in. This is the only thing I have set up just yet, to a P.O. box, and it's addressed the letter to Beauty for Ashes, and it's P.O. Box 1321, P.O. Box 1321, Ellsworth, Maine, 04605. So, two different things. You can email me with questions and with your panhandler picture at Panhandler Weekend Beauty for Ashes. The 4 is the number 4. beautyforashes@gmail.com. Panhandler Weekend Beauty for Ashes @gmail.com. Or you can mail in your picture of yourself with a sign. You can mail in the money to P.O. Box 1321, Ellsworth, Maine, 04605. Now, again, when I was thinking about this several weeks, I've been thinking about this since last fall, but I was thinking about it every day. And one day I was thinking, and I got my stimulus check that we got from the government, and it came into my checking account that I write my bills out from, and it was the amount was $1,321, but it was so funny because it's the same number that, the same total that I got in my checking account was the same as my P.O. box. So I just felt like that. I have had many reassurances, but I thought that was pretty funny. So again, let's see. So this is a formal introduction to Panhandler Weekend. It's going to start in Bar Harbor. It's going to start virtually, and it's going to spread across the country, because we all need to have a strategy to ensure that we're going to take care of ourselves, and we're going to work as community. We're going to invest in small communities. In Bangor, we're going to buy houses, not only for the homeless. The first house will be just an open house for people to come and to relax, put their feet up, to have food to eat, if they need someone to talk to, and all kinds of community things that we have been missing, that has been kind of weeded out of our lives, and we need to have it back. So we're going to enhance community by community, and it's going to spread from Bar Harbor, where the sun first comes up, and it's going to spread just like the sun dawning across the world, across the country, and the light of this understanding of being a giver, which I will teach about more in other videos as I get better at doing these videos. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, and that happens quite a lot. So it starts in Bar Harbor. We'll probably go next to Bangor. We will go on the streets. If some of you contact me, if some organizations and people, if I get a little group of people, I will meet you in Bar Harbor, in a couple of weeks, not the 4th of July weekend. There's not enough time to get together, or meet you in Bangor 3 to 4 weeks from the 4th of July. It's also an opportunity. Panhandler weekend on the streets is also an opportunity to have another thing that we've been deprived of, and that is our festivals. So why not have a flash festival? Why not, since when we have an event, and I will announce it, that we're having Panhandler weekend on the street in a certain town, show up and have a mini festival. Show up and put out a table and have a bake sale. Show up and have a free flea market, give out all kinds of free stuff. Show up and play your music. And again, if you make money from your bake sale, 10% to Panhandler's weekend, because we're supporting our community, we're investing in our community. I have more projects than Heinz had beans. Another thing is that we will be creating micro loans to start micro businesses and to help people get other income streams. I have more ideas than I can possibly share on one video. But basically we're going to start with having a virtual Panhandler weekend. You're going to send it into the P.O. Box. You send in your money, you send in your requests, send in needs, whatever. Whatever you want to say, send that in. Then there's also the email, panhandlerweekend, beauty4ashes@gmail.com, and the 4 is the number 4. I hope I've covered everything. I'm certain I haven't. There will be questions. Please send me your questions. Of course, you can make comments on this video. I wish you all the best. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this because we're going to help each other. Okay, bye.